let's open them. So as I was unboxing all of my meds, it was a lot to take in. Therefore, I'm doing this voiceover. I was on the phone. I was talking to my best friend. I was also talking to my kids. There was a lot of background noise. So therefore, you're just gonna get this version and not the raw version, because I said a lot of things that came out of my mouth, which if they will get me either flag or ban or, a warning here. But I received leuprolide, Pregno, HCG, low dosage, and also my Stim pen with the Stim or Gono F, you may call it. So all of those will be the meds that I will be portioning myself. So it's going to be a lot to take in. You will see my face expression does change from time to time. Every time that I see the medications or I read the medications, the majority of those meds are oil-based. So therefore, that is why you see myself that I am so shocked. Oil-based medications hurt a lot. I have been on Ganirelix for the past week, and every time that I have to do the shot, it gets more dreading every single day because of how much it hurts. Not the shot itself, but the actual medication. Once it starts spreading inside of my body, it does, to start working, it does a lot. And it just causes so much pain, at least for me. I don't mind getting shots. Again, I am terrified of needles, but my husband is the one providing the shots for me. So therefore, I'm not that scared. However, you do have to understand that this is a lot to take in, especially for somebody who has had 2 natural births. And now I'm going to go through all this process in the hopes of a maybe baby, which is what majority of people call it. I am extremely thankful that I am able to do this through my insurance, because not many people can say that. Medications are very expensive. Treatment is extremely expensive. So anything that you actually get through your insurance, it is a plus. However, I will still be doing a financial blog to total everything that we have paid out of pocket, because even though that we are going through insurance, my insurance covers 90% of the procedure. The other 10% is coming out of our own pocket, and it has been extremely expensive. So therefore, you do need to be prepared for this. I'm sorry. Now, I do know that not everybody gets the same treatment. So therefore, I won't be explaining exactly how is it that I will have to administer my medications, because, like I said, not everyone has the same treatment or the same dosage. So that is something that I will be going over with my doctor tomorrow once I have my first blood work and base ultrasounds during the Stim's period day 1. I am extremely excited, and I cannot wait to start doing all the shots and complete the egg retrieval process, because that way we will be one step closer to our maybe baby or our miracle baby, whatever you want to call it. I know a lot of people do not agree with the way that we are doing things, and therefore that is why we are keeping it hush. We are not letting anybody know that we are going through this process. I do want to clarify that all of those meds are, some of them are refrigerated and some are just shelf life. However, the one that is very, and I would say wait until the last minute to order the medication. It is the HCG low dosage. It has a 10-day shelf life. After those 10 days, you are no longer able to use it. So I would suggest, if you have not started your Stims period yet, wait until basically 2 days before your confirmed Stims start date to order the medication so that you can receive them the night before your Stims begin. I had a lot of back and forth with my insurance, and therefore it left me a very sour taste in my mouth, and that's why I'm trying to be very informative when it comes down to the HCG dosage medication. Mind you, this is only for the low dosage medication so far that I know of. I don't know about the high dose, which I won't be using that one. But like I said, everybody else's treatment might be different from mine. So with that said, you can take that, as information. You can also take it as, just part of my journey. It, like I said, this necessarily does not reflect anybody else's journey but mine's. So this is just my personal experience. I am dealing with insurance. So my insurance goes through the specialty pharmacy with CVS, and you need to be extremely careful because they will give you a hard time if you're not well informed about the medication. So just be mindful. But nevertheless, okay, so I received all of my IVF meds, and I just had to get a minute to gather myself because that was a lot to process in a hot minute. So therefore now I'm back in my office, and I'm going to basically just give you a rundown of what I got. So I got my Stim AQ, I got the Stim pen, my sharps container, my needles, my alcohol swabs. I also got my HCG microdose, my Pregno, which is, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that is the trigger shot, and leuprolide acetate. So I do have an appointment with my doctor tomorrow morning. We are doing blood work and we're doing ultrasound. Tonight is the last night for my ganirelix acetate and also my testing gel. So tomorrow we are going to see how is everything going, and from there on we will proceed with Stims. So as of right now, that is basically it. These are all the instructions. Once I have a little bit more details on how to use them and what they are used for, I will give you guys a rundown, which that will probably be tomorrow on my other blog. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here, and as usual, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.